Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the T-50-2. Now if you don't know what this tank is, it's an incredibly fun tier 6 light tank. It's got matchmaking that means it can never be top tier, or should I say it will pretty much always see tier 7s. So this matchmaking that it's got right now is probably some of the best it'll see. Now this tank is just so much fun. It's so fast, it's got a quick firing gun, and it's great to run in platoons because you can just decimate things so fast. It's a very unstable tank on its tracks, so it's very easy to flip it. It's very easy to do slides. It's just a hell of a lot of fun. It's also got good view range for a tier 6 light in 390 view range. It's basically like the old light tanks at tier 6. It's still of that ilk, like the Lycan is, where it's not changed, but it's still got the same, you know, it's not changed, it's got the same stats as the old light tanks, but in the new light tank era. I say new light tank, they've changed it a long time ago. So right now we've come to this position at E4. I've got Lee with me, and we're just hammering shots down range consistently, pumping the shots in like this gun can do. I mean, the accuracy is not too bad either. It's 0.34 accuracy for a light tank gun. I think it's just the aim time lets it down. I think it's 2.3 second aim time. And we just need to keep pumping shots in where we can. Like, we spot the dream, the Tog. I'm sorry, Mr. Tog, we're going to have fun here. I'm so sorry. We farm this poor defenceless animal as it trundles along in its natural habitat of just leaving the base and getting shot. You can just see the blistering rate of fire this thing's got. There's two T-50-2s farming the ever-living snot out of him, and he's in no time at all, he is dead. And just like that, we're up to 1680 damage on this type. This heavy tank number 6 is just yellowing across, and we've farmed a couple of shots into him. We got shot by the MX-M454, which is quite a lot of health. Now he is determined, he's coming, but he's fired, we've broke his ammo rack, and he's dead. Just like that. 1800 damage currently still, 523 assistance. And we're just, like I said, we're just working this position. This E4 position is a good spot to work to get spotting and get good shots off. That dreadnought scares me. So I'm like, you know what, I just hesitate in what I'm going to do. But he falls back. So now we're at the time where we're thinking action is needed. So we want to get up here and get shots on the heavy tank that's holding our guys up. It's a risky play because he could turn around at any point and shoot us. So we are in behind now, and we're very wary of the guys above. But obviously he does turn around and just shoot us, even though he's got a multitude of targets in front of him. We get rid of him. We're now on 100 hit points, but we're on 2.2k damage, which is very good, obviously, for a tank that's got 75 alpha damage. So now we want to flank again. We're off on our jolly way. We want to get behind these two heavy tanks and get shots at them, and try and again distract and help our team flank and push up. So from here, we've got good shots at the ass of this AMX-M4 and the Dreadnought, but they're intent on still looking at us. So what we're going to do is we're going to put an obstacle in the way between us and them. So if they want to shoot us, they're going to have to risk hitting this obstacle. We don't want to do it where we just sit out in the open and shoot at them. You always want to try and keep that cover, like I did there. So we shut down the MX-M454, we'll leave the Dreadnought to my team, and it's now artillery time. We want to go hunt this arty, wherever he may be. We spot him up, but there's a TD behind us, an SU-85, and he could be quite painful. And he is running the derp gun, which is quite fun on that tank. So we're just going to pummel some shots in, and he is pulling back now, so we can't shoot him anymore. Lee's dealt with the arty's gone. There's still an Adler, there's still an SU, there's still two other tanks that are in our base, but we want to get this SU. So right now, I want to go charge this SU, but like Lee was saying at the time, just hold back, I've got the hit points. Even if he's got the dirt gun, he still can't kill me in one shot. So just hold back, I'll go first, and we'll see what happens. And we carry on. He fires into the dirt, he dies. He didn't stand a chance, to be honest. Unfortunately for him, the turretless TD against two light tanks that are fast firing and very, very quick, he didn't stand much of a chance. And then, to end the game, we've got a nice little farm in the VK4503. And you can just, again, see the blistering rate of fire. We're just wrecking him really quickly. It's one of those guns that you fire at people, and sometimes they don't react to you shooting them, because they're losing so little hit points at times that you just don't consider it until it's done 200 to 300 damage, and then you're like, oh, I actually better react to this. The amount of times I've shot people in the side, at least 2 to 3 times in this thing, before they've even thought, you know what, I should react to the tank at my flank shooting me. It's incredible. So out of that, we get an ace tanker, 2.9k damage, nearly 3k, high caliber. That poor Tog. That poor Tog. And we did farm a nice amount of damage. 1887 base XP as well. We lose a lot of money though, because I do run... It's a meme tank for me. So I run full premium. Now I run full premium because I don't really want to worry about the pen. It's got 112 standard pen and 189 premium pen. And if I'm memeing about in this tank, which is an incredible amount of fun to play, I'd rather just not worry about the ammo. I'd rather just play the tank and get on. 189 is enough to deal with everything that most tanks at this thing will face. 112 struggles at tier 6 a lot in itself. So I just want to load, I just load full gold just for the fun. So now we're on this map now with Swindle, where we're going to go to this bush. It's the mercenary skin of Westfield, and these bushes here can result in so much assistance. Like, you can just, like right now I've got obviously I'm running a very, very good crew in this tank, so I can shoot at these guys without getting spotted, and they will struggle to see me. So I'm just going to keep pummeling the shots where I can until I get spotted. Obviously, I'm now pointing myself so I can run away, which has happened. We get spotted by the T-50-2 that's YOLO'd into the middle. So we probably would have got... Well, I mean, if I'd sat in the bush, I wouldn't have got spotted. But I do, so it's unfortunate. But now I'm just going to sit here and wait to get unspotted. They miss, and I'm going to go and do it again. I mean, I was quite surprised that I wasn't getting the assistance there, but I think it's because Swindle was just behind me, and he's got, you know, similar crew, similar view range, everything. Okay, all we're spotting on that T-25/2. Now, you just look at my team placement. We've got a lot of shooters, a hell of a lot of shooters. So if I go and spot their flank, I'm going to get the assistance damage is going to rack up very, very quickly. So you see, I've just spotted them again, and I'm up to 1600 spotting. Now I'm thinking, I'm sure there's other stuff over there, so I want to move up to a different bush. But unfortunately, there's a Hellcat 105 that spots me as I push up. So again, we're just going to bobble and weave, duck and dive, keeping them all lit. Our friends are hopefully going to keep shooting them. We're up to 1700 spotting now. And I should be unspotted. Yeah, I have just got unspotted. So now it's time to go back and try and do that spotting again. Because like I said, we've got lots of shooters, people that can shoot them. So we've spotted this tiger. He's just sitting there. And again, I'm sat behind the bush now. So if anything in front of me is poking up, they won't see me. He's too far away to see me generally, so I can just fire with impunity at him. And we're trying to get rid of him, and he's gone. So now he's gone, I'm not really spotting anything again. I'm getting a bit itchy. I want to go and spot more things. Now another Hellcat 105 could still be there, so I'm kind of pushing to see if I can light him up again and hopefully get him shot at. We spot a KV-4, and at that moment I'm thinking, oh god. But as you'll find out later, he is AFK. But we're still spotting more people again. And the spotting damage is racking up again, 2.5k. We're still at 1100 damage. There's 1375 that's a bit of a pain, but he's going to get rushed by my team. And I've decided that that spot I was in has outlived its usefulness now. It's time to move off. I want to try and get shots at this Hellcat 105. He's outside of my detection circle now, so I can shoot at him and not get spotted, which is nice. So we're just going to farm him now. and just keep the shells raining in, get rid of him, because he will hurt me. He's got 350 alpha on his heat rounds, which is half my health, and that's a danger, so we just need to get rid of that tank. So right now we're going to do some absolutely fantastic shooting and missing the first shot, but then hit him again, and we're just going to he gets shut down. So that's one problem out of the game. There's this Comet in Chrysler. Again, I want to push and help my team progress. So the way I can do that is by distracting this Chrysler and this Comet and getting rid of them. Because right now they're stopping my team from advancing and pushing up. So I can just get behind them and hopefully I can just keep shooting him and farming him. And he wouldn't turn around, but he does. He decides to swivel. And we're just going to do what the T-50-2 is good at, and that is running circles around a heavy tank. He gets shut down. We're up to 2.6k spotting now, nearly 2k damage. And we're spotting all these... There's all these guys over here that are spotted that we could shoot at. And we start shooting at this K before and realise he is AFK. So I could farm him. So while I'm coming up to him, I'm going to keep shooting him. And now that we've got up close to him, I can use him as cover and shoot everybody else. So this STA2 is in a place I can shoot. Because the other thing is as well, I know I'm going to be getting spotting on this KV4. Because I'm right next to him. There's no one else within that sort of range. So I'm going to be getting the spotting on him. So shooting him would be counterproductive when I can use him as a cover from the enemy tanks. And shoot them as well. You know, and shoot the enemies. It's more productive then. I can get the spotting on him and get damage out on the other guys. So we've shot the STA2 down, we shot at the light tanks, but unfortunately didn't hit them. There's this 5100 that we want to try and get rid of because he will hurt us again. Pop a shot at the 1357, and we've got shots at this 5100's turret. We're unspotted now, so we can just... This bush between me and him is keeping me unspotted, basically. So I want to keep trying to pump shots, but the gun accuracy is letting me down big time. We don't hit him at all in that entire segment, so... Yeah, take what you will from that accuracy then. There's just this light tank left, and we've got to try to be careful with these rocks, because this tank can flip itself and kill itself very, very easily. So now it's all about just chasing down that light tank wherever he may be. We've got 2800 damage, 4100 assistance, and it's been a very, very good game for this tank. That's a damn good game, and at this point I'm incredibly happy. But at the same time, it's Westfield North spawn, which is incredibly easy to get spotting from. I think there's a video on Swindle's Twitch where he's in the turtle, and I think there's me and Joker's in TDs, and we're just going to sit behind him, and it's the quickest 6-7k spotting you'll ever see in your life, because he just pushes through those bushes, spots them all, and they just get wrecked very, very quickly. So it's always a good plan to do. So with that, we've got the Ace Tanker, we've got a Confederate, we've got a second Mark of Excellence in it. So it's like 7k combined, 2.4k base XP, and it's just an incredibly fun tank. And I'd always recommend getting it because it's a barrel of laughs to play. So, as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.